Another area in which Alvin had great interest was that of global warming and climate change. He created a program to study the long-range effects of global warming on climate. He saw the carbon dioxide buildup as a powerful justification for reviving nuclear energy as a power source. This program was one of the first of its kind and became the basis for much of today's study of climate change. Alvin remained at ORAU until he retired in 1985 at the age of 70. As the 50th anniversary approached of the U.S. dropping atomic bombs on Japan, Alvin began to reflect on those fateful days during World War II. Alvin said he felt no remorse after the bombs were dropped, and that the euphoria over ending the war squelched any guilt that he might have felt. He said, "I think Hiroshima was necessary, not only to end the war, but also to demonstrate the awesome power of the atomic bomb. A demonstration in the desert could not create the kind of revulsion and taboo that I think now exists about the military use of the bomb. Only an awful event like Hiroshima could have done that." Oak Ridge was forever linked to the destruction of Hiroshima. Oak Ridge was, after all, where the uranium-235 was produced for the Little Boy bomb that was dropped on the Japanese city. As part of the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the founding of Oak Ridge, a community organization decided to erect a replica of the Hiroshima Banshu bell in the center of town. Alvin was asked and agreed to chair the International Friendship Bell Committee. His main job as chair was to help raise the $150,000 needed for the bell.
He was saying, okay, to raise money, I have lots of well-known people around the world, and I write a letter to them, and I raise money. And even he said, I have a gold medal given my American Physical Society. I can sell it for $10,000. I give it.
The International Friendship Bell was eventually displayed in the center of Oak Ridge, but not without controversy. Alvin and his committee encountered opposition from some who regarded the bell as an unbecoming gesture of apology for Hiroshima, especially in view of the attack on Pearl Harbor and the vicious behavior of the Japanese military during the war. He said he tried to insist that the bell is not by way of apology, but as recognition of the connection between Oak Ridge and Hiroshima. More than that, it is a tangible, though small, step toward the sanctification of Hiroshima. He said, "For the bell will survive long after all the participants in the Manhattan Project and the objectors to apologizing to Japan have been forgotten. What will remain is this symbol. I hope it will become a shrine for the many visitors who, by their pilgrimage to the Friendship Bell, will be participating in the sanctification of Hiroshima and the permanence of the tradition of non-use." Upon his professional retirement in 1996, Alvin remained active. He played his piano, spent time with friends, and continued his lifelong passion of sharing his knowledge of and vision for the nuclear industry.
And even after he was retired and I was retired and I meet with him, I could expect questions about reactors that he would ask of me and of other people. And I realized I had to do some study sometimes, going and talk to him.
Although Alvin had been given many honors, one stood out from the rest. In 1980, Alvin was the recipient of the Enrico Fermi Presidential Award. The Fermi Award is one of the oldest and most prestigious science and technology honors bestowed by the U.S. government. However, Alvin felt that his awards and honors paled in comparison to some of the discoveries and groundbreaking work that had taken place in Oak Ridge. In particular, Alvin was proud of the role Oak Ridge had played in the production of medical radioisotopes. Alvin was frequently asked about Oak Ridge's greatest achievement. His response was always the same. He would say, If at some time a heavenly angel should ask what the laboratory in the hills of East Tennessee did to enlarge man's life and make it better, I dare say the production of radioisotopes for scientific research and medical treatment will surely rate as a candidate for very first place.